What's up, everyone? Anthony here, and I just wanted to give you a recap on my first month as a student here at Devslopes. Going into this, I was pretty clueless. I had no prior experience working with code, so it was, as you can imagine, it was pretty overwhelming for me to, even join and get started. Going into something new, completely blind. And although this learning experience has been totally online, I have been able to meet some new people. I have joined a student study group. Sometimes I hang out in Discord with them. They help keep me accountable when I'm feeling down. I can just go send them a message, explain how I'm feeling, and they'll always just give me some words of encouragement because they're in the same boat as me. And it really helps me feel like I'm not alone because I'm really not. And also, the mentors here have been a huge help. Hopping into calls with like Rakeem to talk about freelancing, or Beanie just to talk about, general anxiety and how to talk to people and how to start orientating myself to create a mentality where I can just start networking. The calls with John have also been awesome, where that's more of a technical call. Whenever I have a problem with my code, I just go over and hop into a call, and we're always able to find a solution. Tyler as well has been great. His calls are also technical, so sometimes when my schedule doesn't line with John's, I'll go over there and bring him the same type of issues, and he is also always able to help me out. So I just want to show you some of the projects that I've been able to create. I'm pretty happy with myself. Going into this, I never would have imagined that I'd be creating basic websites and responsive websites, so that's pretty cool. And let me head over to Visual Studio Code and show you what that looks like. So this was my HTML 101 project to cap off HTML. Got the HTML all over here, the body, and then the CSS as well. So I actually used this project twice. At first it was just the HTML that I submitted, and then during the CSS course is where I added all the styling. But let me just show you the final product. So here is how this project turned out. Very happy with this. It looks pretty nice in my opinion. Pretty cool that I was able to get everything in this, modern format. Some of the videos are unavailable, but that doesn't really matter. That's like a copyright issue, and I could replace them with other videos that are copyright free. But I was very excited with this. All the videos are working, and you can play multiple at a time.
So I'm going to show you,
So
for
that's
some
pretty
reason,
cool. And here is one of the projects that I most recently worked on, which was to create a mock-up website, basically a replication of a website that was given to me in the prompt. So basically what I was doing was making it responsive and recreating it on my own. So let me show you what that looked like. And I'm pretty happy with the result. It looks pretty similar to the prompt that I was given. So I was super excited about that I was able to create this on my own and replicate the same process that the person in the prompt was able to. And unfortunately, I did not save all of my older projects. I didn't realize that I could zip and compress the projects to save space, so I was just taking a bunch of unnecessary room for those projects. So I ended up deleting them, which I now regret. But the cool thing about that is that I can just find them again in the assignment submission section of the Discord. And so here is another one of the projects that I worked on, creating a employee interest survey. And here's the code that goes along with it. And here is a registration form that I was also able to make. And again, the code that goes with it. Here's one of my earlier projects where I was asked to create a blog. So this is why it looks a lot more basic than some of the previous projects that I showed you. But again, I am proud of this because, like I said earlier, I couldn't even imagine that I'd be creating stuff like this. So it's pretty cool that I can, just like start making stuff. It's a pretty cool feeling to have. And I could keep going. There's a lot of these smaller projects that I made. And again, the code with it. But to save time, I'm actually just going to go hop into the Discord and show you where I've been learning. So here is the general chat of the Devslopes Discord. And you can see it's pretty active. We got people typing as I speak. But basically what goes on here is, basic words of encouragement. We also get notified every time one of our mentors, like Justin over here, when they go live and when we can join a call. And although it looks like a lot at first, it's actually very easy to navigate. My favorite section is the event section, where I can see where all the mentor calls start, and they are automatically adjusted to my own time zone, which is super convenient and leaves room for no confusion. So that's been pretty awesome. And as you can see, we have a bunch of calls today. Like always, there's daily calls that I'm free to join. So that is a very cool aspect of this academy. What I also like about the Discord is that I can, whenever I'm bored, I can just hop into one of these voice channels. When I usually join, I'm just looking for a study partner, someone to keep me accountable, to make sure I'm locked in and actually learning instead of just, getting distracted watching videos and whatnot. And another cool resource is that whenever I have a question, I can just hop into and a lot of the questions that I have already been asked. So, for example, whenever I have a question about like, HTML, bang, there's a bunch of HTML related questions that I can go look at the thread, go see the responses and answers. So that's been really helpful for me. And I was also able to join a Devslopes study group, and basically what goes on in there is the same concept of the voice channels in the student lounge. Basically, it's just a bunch of students who are in the same boat, just trying to keep each other accountable, get some motivation going, and just another helping hand that I can reach out to whenever I'm feeling down or unmotivated. So that's been the experience of my first month. I'm really proud of myself. I could have never imagined that I'd be making this much progress and growth, not only at the technical level with the coding, but also just growth as a person. I've created a daily routine for myself and I've stuck to it. I keep myself more accountable now with the help of my mentors and fellow students. And with a little bit of freelance experience under my belt now, I'm super excited to see how much I can grow and how much I can actually do with this stuff. So that was my recap for the month. I'll probably give you guys a similar video next month, but as always, I'll keep you guys updated, so stay tuned.